Welcome. We're going to slowly bring people towards the center.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to test if the mic is working, but if you can hear me and you can come closer, that would be great. Yeah. Hello. I don't have a good like parent or teacher voice to bring them in. Use your mom voice.
Welcome to the Innovation Center. If you move forward, we'll be able to start, and then there are refreshments after. The refreshments will come after the speaking. The faster we move forward, the more refreshments.
I like it, yeah. Yeah. You're in on all future sales things. There you go. Good morning and hello, everyone at the Innovation Center. We are so excited to be here. If everyone wants to just move on up, I was over here sillily saying, hey, everyone move on up, and Megan had the right idea. After this, there are snacks. The snacks are in there, but we are here. All right, okay. Thank you so much. My name is Joanna Brown. I started a company called Rivet, which is a sales enablement company. I say that I am a victim of being in the entrepreneurial space and being around such high impact entrepreneurs that I had to go give it a go myself. And I am your newest chair of TechNL. Yeah, thank you. And given that it is June, and I believe I am the first queer chair of TechNL, happy Pride, Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna get started for today. I will be your MC. We have some really great people that are going to come up and that have been a part of this journey the whole way, and I'm really excited to hear from them. But first, we want to start with a land acknowledgement. So before we begin, we just want to take a moment to acknowledge and recognize the Indigenous people of this province. We respect the diverse histories and cultures of the Beothuk, the Mi'kmaq, the Innu, and the Inuit of Newfoundland and Labrador. And I would say that since we are in a new space, this is the second time I've been here without a construction hat on. And now I'm happy to say we've moved past that phase and we are into the safety information phase, which is a great day for us. So I believe there will be information coming up here. But if not, your safety information is as follows. My mom was a flight attendant, so I always kind of want to do like exit this way and go this way. She'd be very proud right now. So there are no planned drills today. What a nicety we've done. So if you hear an alarm, it is real, so do exit. If you would like to exit, we have Station 1 this way. We also have Station 2 this way. All doors are opened. Follow myself or Megan to go out there. And there's a muster station in the front parking lot by the front door. And if you need washrooms, they are located in the office space, which is down the hallway from the main entrance. Okay, that is all the logistics. Now, first of all, it is really, really, really exciting to be here, but also just because you are all the fabric of our tech community. You are people who care deeply. You are collaborators and supporters. And there's no way a project like this comes from an idea to actuality without all of your support. So just one huge round of applause for all the work you've done to get us here today. Thank you. And speaking of visionaries and hard workers and people who impact so positively our community, I want to introduce and bring up Megan K. Fowlo, who is the president of the Innovation Center. And Megan has stepped into this role and made it her own. And I will always say, if there's one good thing that came out of this pandemic, it's that Megan and her family moved home to Newfoundland so that we could be here today. So Megan, please come up and thank you.
Okay, I was told I need to speak above this. Thank you. Thank you for joining us here. Minister Hutchings, Minister O'Regan, Minister Parsons, I know you're here. MP Joanne Thompson, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and esteemed partners, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Co-Innovation Center. And thank you for joining us at our grand opening. I look forward to celebrating with you after we complete this portion of the event. But I appreciate that you've joined us in the light industrial space. We've really leaned into this aesthetic. I want to say we chose this space for a couple of reasons, the industrial area, to really also showcase the size of the space that we have to offer businesses. It's really custom, and we look forward to working with all of you and your partners and your collaborators as well to build a space that works for your needs. We also want to build suspense for what's inside, because you can't see yet. But honestly, we barely have enough space inside to fit this many people. So I'm glad that you could join us in here, and then we will celebrate outside as well in the greenhouse. But in all seriousness, look, today marks an important milestone. This is a collective journey. We are building more space for cross-industry collaboration. We're supporting digitalization initiatives, creating new opportunities for tech and innovation, and we're driving economic diversification across our province. This is just the start, and we're focused on building momentum from the day forward. And apologies in advance, Minister Parsons, but I'm going to paraphrase something he said during his very early talk yesterday at Energy NL. He said, our task as a province and as a group, a very diverse group of people, is to move creative concepts into tangible outcomes. We must continue to find innovative ways to deal with challenges that face us. And I'm really optimistic about this, because innovation is not new to us as a people or a province. Our land is not always a forgiving place, but it's because of that we have a long history of innovation, of finding new and novel solutions to our challenges. So this Innovation Center itself is an initiative born out of the genuine needs of our innovation community, of the broader ecosystem. It's a testament to what we can achieve when we come together, driven by a shared vision of accelerating the development of the innovation-driven economy across our beautiful province. So, that being said, I have to make time to thank people, because that's what there's many people who brought us to this point, not me. I got to take it to the end. So I want to make sure I have time to acknowledge those who helped us get here. And there are many, and it's really, truly been a collaborative effort. So first, we're incredibly proud to have the support of TechNL. whose dedication to advancing technology in Newfoundland and Labrador has been unwavering. They have worked together in partnership with Energy NL, Canada's Ocean Supercluster, Energy Research and Innovation Newfoundland and Labrador, or ERINL for short, EcoNext, and many others to really ensure that COIC is positioned to be a world-leading organization. We're also incredibly lucky to have the support of ACOA and the province. I can safely say also without the tireless efforts of the incredible staff at ACOA and the Department of IAT, we would not be opening the doors today. Next, I would be remiss not to mention the particularly determined efforts of Minister Hutchings, Minister O'Regan, Minister Parsons. They saw the vision and supported us unendingly to get to this point, and I look forward to working with you all to build this further. I do want to take a moment to highlight that this project also has a great team on the ground. And this is not a traditional group that we always thank, but KMK, Allied, HJ Bartlett, and many other subcontractors, tradespeople have been working hard to get this building up and running. I've relied on these teams to ensure the space is set up, it's safe, it's running, and it's ready to open. It's these dedicated workforces that are building the foundations for our future. So we're very appreciative of that. There are many, many people, and I have not named a lot of names because there's too many, but we're looking for a special way to acknowledge everybody in the future. I do need to say a special thank you to Florian Villome, Marlene Hardy, Lucas Eldem, Maria Varga, Sarah Howell, and my entire COIC team, the TechNL team, for their efforts to get us to this point. I mean, people were lifting chairs, we've been moving plants. Today, today was a joint effort. All right, I'm almost done. So, I did backwards, hold on. We have a thank you slide in the background here. This is really the board and a lot of the committees that we've invited people to sit on, but there's a much more thorough thank you list of volunteers that we're gonna be capturing, and we'll acknowledge the full support of this. This is not a lone venture. It's really important to say that. From the beginning, this is a collaboration. Next, I want to thank our launch sponsors, Jack and Kean College. We are very appreciative of your support for this event. And finally, I want to thank the team at Cape Coffee. It's the sister company of Bannerman Brewery for joining us on this journey. As many of you have already heard by now, they will be opening and running the cafe at the front of our space. This is going to be a great dynamic public area. I'm really excited to be working with them, and we look forward to opening their cafe in the future. So once again, welcome to Co-Innovation Center. Thank you for joining us in this celebration, and I look forward to working with you on this journey.
Thank you, Megan, although I do think you're being a little bit humble on all the hard work you put in to get us here. So as Megan mentioned, there are some people who've really helped drive this through, and I can't wait to hear from them today. So we'd like to welcome up first Minister Gudie Hutchings, the Minister of Rural Economic Development and the Minister responsible for the Atlantic ACOA Opportunities Agency. Minister.
Everybody, wow, good morning. This is amazing. Megan, thanks. Seamus, always good to be here with you. Joanne, Andrew, I got to give you a shout out because I know you're here, and there you are. Thanks to you and the team for shaving your head, for raising over $300,000, was it? So I think they all deserve a hand because it shows we're here talking about exciting news, but there are also people in going through some things that hopefully none of us have to go to. So Florian, great to see you here. Randy, all the team that's here. It's so incredible to be here because the last time I was here, I was in work boots and a hard hat. It didn't look at all like this. We found some chairs to pull around to have a story about how do we make this, well, it was starting, but how do we make sure this turns out to be what it can be and what it will be for the province? Seamus and Joanne announced this 18 months ago, and look what you've done in 18 months. So it's phenomenal what you're doing, but you know, to take your analogy, Joanne, I think folks, you just have to fasten your seatbelts because this is truly taking off. The center is going to be key for Newfoundland and Labrador's tech industry. Today in our province, we've got over 600 companies in the tech world, and it employs over 8,000 people. And with what we see here, the energy in this room, we know it's going to go more and more and more. You're developing that strong innovation ecosystem and the progress that we've seen in 20 years. But you know, you hit the nail on the head. Newfoundlanders and Labradorians, we've always been innovative. Whether you were tying up a fishing boat or seeing that there's some incredible minerals and rocks throughout our country, the tech sector has now opened up a whole other mindset of what tech NL can do and will do in our province. The partnership is so key, whether it's a partnership with MUN's Centre for Entrepreneurship, the Centre of Social Enterprise, Grenfell's Navigate program in my in my part of the province, Genesis, the Holyrood Marine Institute, Bounce Health Innovation, the Supercluster. Your innovation centre here is only going to strengthen those ties, and you're building a more innovative economy that's going to grow us. Yesterday was ACOA's 37th birthday, or 37th anniversary. And I want to give a shout out to Dave and all the ACOA team. I don't think there's a business or a community or a not-for-profit throughout Atlantic Canada that ACOA hasn't helped give a hand up or hold their hand to get them along the way. I know the great work that ACOA does. I'm proud to be leading this team, but I'm going to tell you the work that they're going to do, and especially growing this sector, because the wind is truly in our sails. And the experts that you have here now, and the experts that you're going to have walk through those doors, they're truly helping us chart our course. So like I said, friends, the wind is just getting in our sails, so tighten your seatbelts because it's going to be a hell of a ride. Thanks for all you do. More importantly, thanks for what you're going to do, and thanks to each and every one of you for coming out today.
Okay, thank you so much, Minister. Without further delay, we'll also bring up, I guess, the minister with the best summer haircut is what I am hearing for the best cause. So if we could welcome up such a supporter for us. I love to see Minister Andrew Parsons coming because he always is bringing positive energy and he's always trying to drive change. So please welcome the Provincial Minister of Industry, Energy and Technology, Andrew Parsons.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to see you all. Megan, if I could always let you say anything I have, it just sounds smarter coming from you, although that's not the quote that I was remembering from yesterday. There's a different quote that I've had a few people bring up to me. I'm going to make this quick, folks. I'm looking out at a room full of people that I've gotten to make friendships with over a long time. It's like a who's who of awesomeness for Newfoundland and Labrador. And it's through these relationships and friendships that something like this comes about. We have an innovation, a co-innovation center here, but it comes from the collaboration that we've all had. I'm just one part, though, of a department that really did, I think, contribute to that partnership. And I had to give them the shout out, the work that they've done. I've got people like Kirk and Jennifer here, people like Jillian Skinner along the way, Steve Butler, Jason Higgins. Like, this has taken a long time to get here. So like, there's been a churn in people. I'm still happy I'm here. It's amazing. And I do have to give a shout out to Craig Rowe and Paul Preston for the role that they played along the way. And I'm looking back at Dan Brake, like Dan was there too. I tell you what, I know there was a lot of hard work went into this. My contribution was profanity, because I paid for this thing in curse words, I can tell you that. This thing took a long, long time to get there. But the fact is, you don't get anywhere without a little bit of friction. And that creative friction define the partnership, the working relationship between ACOA, the federal government, provincial government, funding agencies, TechNL, and all the partnerships here. That's why this is happening, and that's what makes this ecosystem so great. So on that note, look, today is just another stop along the way in what is absolutely a fun journey to be on. And I can't think of better partners to have than the Innovation Center, TechNL, their partners. I'm just happy to be along for the ride with everybody else. So look, celebrate today, and let's get back at Monday, because I got to tell you, it excites me how much there is to accomplish here in this province and beyond. Everybody have a great weekend. Onwards and upwards. Cheers.
Thank you, Minister. Up next, we're going to invite Randy Billard to the podium, please. Randy is the CEO of Virtual Marine, and I think Randy found the secret key because he had the very first piece of equipment in the Innovation Center at the launch when it was basically just the shell of a building. So Randy, come up and tell us your secrets.
No secrets, just got to be bullish. Andrew, where is Andrew? I can't see anymore. So I commend the haircut, but you can always, you can do a little bit better, okay? Anyway, huge congratulations to this community. And Andrew, I'm glad you brought up people like Dan and Craig and Paul, each who had a huge part in this, but there's been a huge community of people really excited about this sort of innovation center. It took a lot of time, took a lot of sweat, took a lot of endurance for us to get to this point. So, I mean, this is a huge coup to this community now. And the best is yet to come, I can guarantee. I'm going to play on some of the words that came with the Co-Innovation Center, because I think there's a lot we can talk about in terms of who we are and what's driven us as a company, but what's going to drive new companies and new groups in this building. And first off, the words collaboration and collision, two things that come from that. Free marketing stuff here, by the way, so take it and use it for what it's worth. We were one of those companies that were formed on those types of formulas. We were, 20 years ago, we started as part of a project that was formed between Memorial University, the Marine Institute, and National Research Council. And we were formed to improve the life-saving appliances after the Ocean Ranger incident. Fast forward 20 years, we have simulators as far as Australia, delivering training courses all throughout the world, and we're known as the group that does good in harsh environments and is improving the safety of life at sea, because this community's here, and we're working with this community. We had another event several years into our making. The late Byron Daw, he was, everyone knows Rudder Technologies, but he was traveling throughout the world. I met him at an Oceans Advance event, and he said, you know, Randy, I heard you're doing this little simulation thing. We were a small company, and I had long locks of hair. I was, back at those times. And he said, Randy, I hear you're doing simulation stuff. Rudder doesn't do it. But can you do this? Can you help us do this? And it was an $80,000 contract, which was rich for us at the time. And we delivered. And we delivered it well to a contract in Canada. Now we have defense solutions in the UK, in Germany, in Canada, and last week we signed a partnership with Thales Canada to be one of their partners on ongoing research and development in defense. So these are the things that happen when you collide and you collaborate. And we have a new event, we have a new consortium started here that started, at the same time we had our equipment here. Over a year ago, and we're going to be back in here. This is going to be a simulator. Right where I'm standing is going to be a simulator in a few months' time. We just didn't want to be in the middle of construction while we did this. But we collaborated with Virtual Marine, a marine simulation company, collaborated with GRI, a subsea simulation company, Hatch Engineering, an engineering and mining company, and MNP, known for their accounting, but they also have a digital team. And we launched Digital Oceans Canada, a group that's building a platform for people to store data and build digital twins. That's going to be housed in this group as well, in this building, I'm sorry. So, fantastic successes that come with collaboration and collision. Because we're a group, we had a lot of support from a lot of groups that were mentioned here today, and we thank you all for that support. But now we want to be part of growing the next group of companies, the next group of researchers. Our marketing team doesn't know this yet, but I volunteered that we're going to be sponsoring the water coolers in this building. And I'm going to be the creepy guy next to that water cooler to give advice, but also to generate new opportunities. So, and hopefully 20 years' time, I'm the creepy old man by the water cooler who's talking about the success of this community. So anyway, congratulations to everybody here, and thanks so much everyone for their support. Florian and Megan, great job. Happy to work with you. Get going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Randy. Now I have new goals. I didn't know I could aim to be the creepy person by the water cooler, but now I'm rethinking a few things. I'll get back to you. Also, thank you for everyone for hugging me as you come up. I'm a hugger, as you can tell, so thank you for that. Next up, we are going to bring up Florian Viome, the CEO of Tecanel, who has put his heart and soul into this project as well. So Florian, please come up and join us.
Thank you, Joanna. Bonjour à tous, and good morning. It's wonderful to see you all this morning. Minister Regan, Minister Hutchings, Minister Parsons, on the back over there? Okay, all right. All the CEOs and board members of Energy Research Innovation Newfoundland and Labrador, the Ocean Supercluster, Energy NL and Econex, all Tecanel partners, Megan Kefolo, President of Co-Innovation Center, Joanna Brown, Chair of Tecanel, and all members of Tecanel. Let me start by sharing the experience that Tecanel and Co-Innovation Center have been collectively creating for people visiting our great province. First of all, they fly to St. John's and they learn about the technology sector in a 30-second video, non-skippable, on Air Canada, that Tecanel recently released as part of the campaign called Tech is Making Wave. And when they see that, they are intrigued. When they arrive at the St. John's Airport, they see luggage carts with the Co-Innovation Center branding that promotes converging, collaboration, and co-creating. Interesting. They order a Uber or taxi, and along the way, they see the Tech is Making Waves in Newfoundland Labrador campaign on a metro bus that has also been seen by more than 7.5 million people in person and online. They might even ask their driver, is there a lot of things happening around here on innovation and technology? Yes, there is, certainly. And Newfoundland Labrador boasts many successful tech companies, including Verafin, Kraken, Genoa, Colab, Misa, SIFTMED, Virtual Marine, Avalon Holographic, and Spellbook. There are support organizations available to entrepreneurs and companies such as Genesis, Memorial Center for Entrepreneurship, The Launch. And additionally, there are high school students participating in tech internship this summer and the past 3 summers. More than 1,000 students are exposed to technology in the province each year. More than 3,000 people in the province have also received training and upskilling support from Tecanel and the 11 partners organizations through the Find Your Future in Tech program. We have collectively been creating all of this for years. And today, we are adding another significant piece to the innovation story that we want people to hear about Newfoundland and Labrador. Because today is day 1 of Co-Innovation Center. It's an incredible milestone moment for all of us in the tech sector and for innovation in Newfoundland and Labrador, and for all sectors embracing technology developing in this province. Today has come through much work from many, many, many people. Co-Innovation Center has been more than 15 years in the making, more than 5 years of very active work to make it a reality, from concept development, location identification, business model development, stakeholder engagement, governance structure, fundraising, design, construction, programming development, member recruitments, operation setup, and much more. And along there were more than 100 challenges that we didn't know how to address. However, It's also more than 50 volunteers in the TechNL networks and beyond to work together to address those challenges, fundraise for the project, refine it, and bring it to a reality. And finally, Co-Innovation Center as a strong leader, President Megan Kefolo, who has led CoIC with incredible dedication, vision, and skills since last July. Thank you, Megan. This project will positively impact our tech and innovation community. Multiple sectors in the province will benefit from CoIC, including technology, energy, healthcare, mining, ocean, aquaculture, and fisheries. It will be a key place for industry and post-secondary institutions to collaborate. It will showcase what we build throughout the province, highlighting our innovative spirit as a community. It will contribute to greening our economy. It will create jobs. It will serve many members of TechNL, EnergyNL, ERNL, the Ocean Spec Cluster, and Econext. And it will attract new companies, partners, talents, and investments in our province, which benefit our community at large. When we all come together around bold objectives, we can achieve anything. And today, we demonstrate again that we are a world-leading collaborative community that dreams big and commits to bold projects. So a sincere thank you to each of you who have made this project possible. We now have an innovation center, so let's leverage its capabilities and support it to take our innovation ecosystem to new heights. Thank you. Merci à tous.
Hello, folks. Okay, we are about to bring in our ringer for the closing remarks, and then we're going to do the ribbon cutting, and then we're going to head out this way after that we're in the greenhouse, and we have food and things, but when I heard the greenhouse, I was like, we're basically doing a shed party. No. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I would like to bring up for our closing remarks the Minister of Labor Relations, the MP for Labor, and one of the biggest champions for our province, Seamus O'Regan. We can't thank you enough.
The closer, I love it. Goody comes with the money and the conviction. Joanne's here, MP and champion. I'm going to be speaking quickly just because my heart is in this, like you wouldn't believe. I went 25 years ago, I went away to Ireland to study their tech sector, how they went from being farmers right into tech. How did that happen? And admittedly, I might have spent a little more time on extracurricular activities that I did in my graduate studies, but I did come away very, very inspired. And I was lucky enough to work for Brian Tobin at the time with a lot of people who remember Operation Online and Natty. A few faces here who remember those days back then. A few more faces who I wish were here today to see this, right? There's so much about what Ireland did and about what we do here in tech that are so true to who we are, right? Our ability to work together, our ability to collaborate, the practical instincts that we have, and the creativity that runs in our blood. What is innovation? Heck, we invented it. I mean, can you imagine how innovative you've had to be if you were an Inuit living on the Labrador coast 10,000 years ago? Or newly off the boat from Ireland 400 years ago and on the southern shore. You had to be innovative. Innovation is the practical application of creativity. This is what we do. This is what we do, not just in tech, in other areas. My husband, who's in restaurants and who worked at Terre and who worked at Merchant Tavern, he said he'd never seen anything like it, the idea of co-opetition. Big fish comes in, all the restaurants get together, buy the big fish. Everyone's got tuna on special for lunch. They all cook it differently. They all compete. They all have each other's backs. EnergyNL this week, for those of you in the crowd who were there, holy cow. Things that the world is trying to do. An oil-producing province, expanding into renewables, full throttle, we're doing it without hesitation. You don't tell us it can't be done. If there are two things that are going to break through the fog this week permanently, I swear to God, it's Energy NL in this room. Don't, you know, and Florian and Michelle, and we've been through more site surveys, I think, over the past 9 years. Look at this space, but look and envision what is going to happen within it. And you know, one beautiful thing I love about this location, because I keep saying this all the time, don't tell us it can't be done. Don't tell us it can't be done. And right now, we are in the shadow of a Taj Mahal across the street. When people thought that we could not have a Verafin, FinTech, fighting crime online, NASDAQ, there they are, inspiring this crowd, this room, and all of us every day. Don't tell us it can't be done. I am so proud of this room. I'm so proud of all of you. Go out, create, and prosper. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone again so much for being here. We are at the official ribbon cutting portion of this. So if we could have, so we're going to do the ribbon cutting. Randy is going to come up. Do we have a giant pair of scissors available, Randy? And then right after, if we could have all the speakers, MP Joanne Parsons, please come up, and then also any representatives from Econext and ERINL, if you could all please come up for a photo as well right after, that would be amazing. Now, Randy, don't trip. Listen, you got this. You got this. Yeah. Okay, here you go. No. If we're going to do the photo now, I believe, yes? Is there anyone from Econext or ERINL who wants to pop up? Hello? Okay, thank you. And that's a wrap. So we're going to head in that way to the right, I believe. To the shed party. They'll never let me back.